I have had one heck of a time trying to get to this location here in Last Epoch, Lagon Isle. Man, I tell you what, I've been going through it trying to get here, and last night I spent I don't know how many hours trying to like figure out what was going on. I was looking it up on Reddit, I was going to Quora, I was just trying to like chat GTP. I was like, what is possibly going on? I was going to the Last Epoch forum page, and I was even going to Steam and seeing what like reviews they had for like trying to get through this, and I ran into such a problem with it because what was going on was my next challenge was to get to what you currently see right now, Moonlit Shrine, on right above me. Okay, that's the challenge. The actual problem was the fact that I couldn't get to the location because it was still locked. And I'm going, how am I supposed to get it? So I was looking all over. I was like, okay, I can't get to Moonlit Shrine because I have to go to another location before I get to that one. So, okay, that makes sense. So now I have to look up how to get to that place because it's still not unlocked for me. So I'm looking all this up, and people are saying just how many problems they have on trying to get to here. So I'm like, okay, I'm not alone. And everything I can find on it is like a year old. I'm like, how are the devs know of this problem and yet have not fixed it in a year? And the bad thing about it too was I actually went live. So here I am live thinking I'm gonna play Last Epoch, have a grand old time, and I have no idea what's even going on. And so I ended up playing like 3 matches of Fortnite before I was just like, screw it, I'm done. And I ended up not being able to play the game I really wanted to play, which was this game. And even after I got done with the live stream, I was sitting there, I was trying to figure stuff out, and I'm just not finding stuff that like helped me. And even when I like would find a video to watch on how to do it, the person would already be here on the island, and it was apparently some actual glitch that was going on. And come to find out, with the game having the autosave option, even though I was already at town and I should have been saved, which it did save, the game decided to save in this like weird predicament to where the guy that's in like Themite that I have to talk to that gets the cutscene to come to Lagon's Isle, I actually talked to him, got the quest, but it saved like in between that, but didn't save the actual like challenge of me coming over here and that cutscene. And that's why I couldn't get over to the island. So I had to like find that guy again, which wasn't hard to find. Once I like actually knew it, what was going on, I found the guy, talked to him. And by the way, if you do have this problem on this exact location anyway, it's like in Themite, I think I might be saying that wrong. There's a guy at the northwest. It wasn't even showing an indicator that I had to talk to him because I've already technically talked to him. But I didn't. I just went up. I just started going up to the people that was talking to him. But it's northwest of Themite. I talked to him. Reed gave me the cutscene, and I was able to actually like come over here and start doing these missions. And so that's how I was able to teleport here today. And that's what I'm going to be playing now is these missions, which I originally wanted to do yesterday for a video, but I'm glad I got it sorted out, and I hope nobody else has had this problem. And if you have had the problem, be sure to let me know, because I'm just curious, like, if I'm the only one. And the problem is, I guess what was really going on, too, like, with all the Reddit posts and everything else that I was finding, was there was a bug with Lagon's Island that was not related to what I was doing, but it was related enough that when I was searching for the problem, that's what the computer like thought, like my search engines thought it was going on. And so the bug that I originally thought was a bug for like over a year and the devs were just not fixing for whatever reason has actually been fixed, and it's not a problem anymore, which is really good, because I'm like, man, dude, at the time I was like level 52, and I'm going, man, I really like this game. Like, I don't want to be locked at level 52 have to create like a whole nother character in hopes that the same glitch doesn't happen. And I haven't heard anybody that I know in real life talk about the glitch, so it was completely unannounced to me. And I was like, I wasn't mad, but I was definitely upset because I was looking forward to playing the game, and then that happened. But I did figure it out. It took me hours to figure it out, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad that we have like social media where we do now, where you can ask these questions, and as long as you're descriptive enough about what's going on in any situation, right? It doesn't just have to be this situation of being locked in a particular spot of a video game of all things, but how to make money, right? It can be like relationship advice and whatever. And it's nice to see that we finally, like, with social media, you can actually have help. And I shouldn't say like finally we have help, but it is nice to have that. And I'm not saying everybody you get information from online is probably not the best advice for stuff, but in certain circumstances, it can actually be really good. And this was one of those cases, and I'm really glad that I was able to eventually find out what was actually going on. And I am on pallet, and I don't know why I'm there, so I gotta upgrade this one. And that to me was just a lot, so I'm glad that happened. But I heard the boss here in Lagon Island is super hard, and you have to have a ton of resistance. So I'm trying to build up all my resistances, which you can see here that I do. I have everything at 75% resistance, except for poison at 55 and lightning at 74. And so I'm hoping that the boss here shouldn't be too much of a problem. That's of course what I'm hoping. Will that be the case? I don't know. And so we're gonna have to go like face the boss and find out, right? I went through the Temple of Lagon even after I could actually go into the temple depths. I explored that whole entire area, and it took me almost a half an hour, and I made sure everything in there was dead, and I had to like circle around and do all sorts of stuff. It's like a small maze in there. So now we're in the Temple of Depths, and I'm pretty sure I might actually get my ass handed to me in this sequence. What is going on my screen right now? What the heck is that? And then it just freezes there? Holy moly. All I did to kill it was use Warpath, and this is what happens. Don't use Warpath in the Temple of Depths. You could have this ragdoll glitch. Actually, it's kind of funny. So I have to defeat Architect Leah. Well, I have my bonuses up. I kind of wonder if I can just tank her for the most part. I don't know if I can or not. I'm gonna try. That's gonna be my goal. I just spent the past hour, I was recording the entire time, but I've spent the past hour like going through the depths, going through like the temple and everything to get to this point where I can face Architect Leah. And for the most part, it looks like I'm doing a pretty good job. Hope this doesn't change. I wanted to explore every part of the map that I could. I'm trying to level up, make sure I'm not missing anything before like getting into the BIOS, because I know that Lagon, I heard that that boss is extremely hard, and I just want to be able to like have as much preparation as I can by doing so, and that's why I'm doing it. This arena is actually huge for a boss like this. Like, this is actually annoying. I'm not even mad at you. I just want the boss. Where's the boss at? For the most part, I'm just kind of tanking. I think I can destroy that. The only way I even know where she goes is when she starts attacking me, and then I can actually understand where the heck she's even at. It's actually really annoying. I don't know if this boss is supposed to be that hard. She's pretty tanky, it seems like, but she's just moving around a lot. But every attack that she has done so far has not bothered me at all. We, like... I gotta get to her because there's starting to be more. I can't even get her on the map to use my lunge against her. It'd be nice if I could stun her with my stun attacks. I'm just gonna avoid him for right now because I really just want to get her. Okay, she's over here. I'll use my Holy Aurora because it helps me do some damage. And I'll just use that to get away from her. She's almost dead, so like I said, it's a pretty easy fight overall. It's just that she kept moving around, which is super annoying. He's gonna do his big hit right now, which is not it's actually gonna help me.